YouTube, Sandy Frank here. Today going to be doing a PSA blind reveal. This is a Pokemon submission. It is bulk. I sent this in over a year ago, early August 2020. So it took them over a year, but they're here. And let's go ahead and crack into them. There's 130 cards. I'm going to break this up into different parts, of course. And one thing to keep in mind, I did not get any upcharges. So since all the orders I've done with my own account with PSA, I've never gotten any upcharges. So I think that could mean bad things, like maybe I didn't get any really good grades on something really rare, or it just means that some people are getting upcharged and some people aren't. I think it's kind of inconsistent in what they're doing, but I'm not going to complain about not getting any upcharges. So I think the way they've been doing it, it seems like the last box, like this is 7 out of 7, like this one will have the first cards of the submission. So let's go ahead and move these boxes out of the way. We'll take a look at the cards, see what the grades are. That's a lot of fun, I think. And I don't know about you guys, I love PSA returns videos. I like to watch all you guys' videos and other ones and just see what you guys get. We'll see if PSA is being consistent. Seems like sometimes you get a really nice order and sometimes not a great order. So, that's the front there. So let's flip this around this way. Okay, I got my paperwork in there. And there's the empty box. They give you back one card saver for using them, so that's nice for them to do that. So it's kind of cool though. It does say PSA on it. I don't know if you can see that in the light there. And some just little advertisements. Okay, let's go ahead and take this off. All right, here we go. Very exciting. First box. Okay. All right, so as I'm looking at this, the back is definitely off center. It's thin here more than the right. The edges and stuff look really good though, but definitely off centered on the back. Ooh, and this actually might be the end of my order. Oh well. We'll just do box number 1 next, I guess. All right, so it's a red and blue trainer. Definitely, you can tell it's thinner over here, thicker here. So, I mean, I would guess the best grade this could get is a 9 just because of centering. But all the edges and stuff look good, but it is pretty badly off center. All right, yep, got a PSA 9 to start it off. Really cool card though, this red and blue full art trainer. We'll put our 9s right there. Okay, and I have a goal. There's a lot of cards in this order that are going to be pretty tough to grade. My goal is to get 30 PSA 10s out of this order. Alright, so the back of this card, and I do see a white tip there. There's one there. Definitely some whitening on that top edge. I don't know if you can see that. So the back is not looking like PSA 10, plus it's shifted down a little bit. Alright, it's a Reds Challenge. Now the front looks really good. This is from Unbroken Bonds, by the way. So the front looks really good. Centering looks great, but the back has some issues. So I'm going to guess a 9. Ooh, an 8. Okay. Well, it does have some whitening on the upper edge. I bet you if that wasn't there, it probably would have got the 9. So that's a little disappointing. Got an 8. I'm pretty sure all these cards here are cards I pulled out of packs. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% sure. 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 Let's see, this one, back looks really good. Does have like a little dimple right there. Edges look good, centering looks good. Ooh, we got Misty's Favor. This one I got in an eBay lot. There was a bunch of full art trainers I got. I think I got them from Hawaii. So this one looks pretty good. It could be a 10. Centering looks great. Ooh, that's nice. Now there are about 10, like I would call them key cards out of this submission. This is one of them, the Misty's Favor. So it's awesome we got the 10 on a key card here. That's a nice card to have as a PSA 10. All right, so we got one each, 8, 9, and 10 so far. On the back of this card, just checking out the edges. I don't see any whitening on any of the corners. It's really crisp. That's a really nice back of the card. Grimsley. The centering from side to side looks pretty decent. I guess you could maybe say it's a little fat on the bottom, but I think since the back looks so good, I'm going to say this is a 10. Oh my goodness, PSA 8. I don't get that one. There must be something that I'm not noticing, because that looks pretty clean. Man, that's kind of a shocker. PSA 8. This is definitely not the same grader that I did my last order with, because on that last order, if the back looked this clean and perfect, I usually got 10 as long as it wasn't like really badly off center. And this didn't even get a 9, got an 8. Okay. All right, this card. Now I see white on that bottom corner, and again, a couple of little white spots on that upper edge. So centering is definitely fatter on the bottom. Green's Exploration. This was also part of that lot with that I got the Misty's Favor out of. Yeah, you can tell the centering is it's thicker here on the bottom and the left. I'm gonna guess this got an 8 because it had the white tips. Yep, PSA 8. See, I can understand how this got an 8, but I cannot understand why that one got an 8. Okay. All right, this one has quite a bit of whitening on that corner, and some on top. Yeah, this one is not great condition. A Janine full art. Now, I don't really super care about what I get on these because these are for my personal collection. I'm trying to collect the full art trainers. Centering is pretty bad. Definitely very much thicker on the left than the right. And with those little white spots, I'm going to guess this got an 8. A 7. Whoa. Okay. That might be a little harsh. I mean, that to me does not look like a 7. I mean, you can count the white spots. There's like 4 white spots just on the edge. And usually a PSA 7, there's pretty bad scratching or something. I don't see any of that. People are saying PSA is getting tougher on grades, but you see some orders where PSA returns where they seem like they get generous grades and some of them get tough grades. And this one seems like I'm getting tough grades. Okay, now I'm getting a little bit scared for this order. Okay, now this card, back looks really good. Centering looks pretty good. Giovanni's Exile. This is from Hidden Fates. Centering on the front looks good. Now I don't see why this wouldn't have a 10. Yep, PSA 10. Okay. So at least we got another 10. Okay. Next card. This one, there's a white tip on that corner. A little bit of whitening on that corner. Yeah, pretty much all the corners have a little bit of whitening, but there's not the whitening on the edge besides the corners. Evelyn. So this is Team Up. I don't have very many Team Up cards. Centering is not good on this either. It's thicker over here than this side. I'm going to guess a 9, an 8. Okay. I think it's a little tough, but I mean, the best it could have got was probably a 9, so they must have seen enough there that it couldn't get the 9. Man, our 8 stack is way bigger than any other stack, so it's not a good sign here, guys. Alright, so this one got some whitening on that corner. A little bit of white on that corner. Centering is definitely off. It's thicker on the top than the bottom. Okay, Acerola. I'm pretty sure I pulled this out of a pack. Maybe this might be one from that lot as well, though. Actually, I think it is from that lot because it's definitely thick. The one I had was pretty square on. This one's definitely got a thicker right border. I will say it doesn't have the cutting error, which is a Burning Shadows problem. So this is from the first print run. I'm going to guess a 9. Alright, we got 9 on that one. Okay. I'm totally cool with 9s on Pokemon cards. Don't really like 8s on modern stuff. Alright, the back of this card looks perfect. No whitening. Centering looks good. Koga's Trap. Okay. There is a little bit of a deflection on that upper edge. I don't know if you can see that. Like where it got like a little bit of a pinch there. The little foil edge might be got a little snag. Let's see if we can see that on the back. Can't see it from the, oh yeah, there it is right there. So the edge is not perfect, but centering looks good. This is going to be a good test. If we have a tough grader, this is not going to be a 10. If we have an easier grader, I think this would still slip by with a 10. An 8. Oh my gosh. Well, you don't usually see a perfect back of the card end up getting an 8. Alright, next one. They did have that little bit of a problem with the edge. I don't think they should have counted 2 grades off for that though. But this one, the back looks perfect. Again, we got the Channeler. I think the centering is not 1000% perfect, but I mean it's a little bit thinner on this than that edge. I would say it's a 10. Okay, we got 10. So this grader, they account off a lot for whitening on the back of the card, or an edge. Like if there's a little bit of a nick on an edge, they're gonna nail these cards. This one got one white tip back there, and in some of the early orders, I noticed if I had a couple small white tips, I was still able to possibly get a 10. Don't know about this grader. This one, the tiniest little white tip on that corner. A Coach Trainer. See, the centering on this is perfect. This is from Unified Minds. This, I would be disappointed if this doesn't get a 10. A 9. Yeah, I just don't know. This is going to be a rough order, I think. Okay. The back on this one looks pretty much perfect. Centering and everything looks great. Jesse and James. It's from Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates is a pretty high quality set. Seems like a lot of 10s out of that set. Centering looks fine. I would guess this would be a 10. All right, there we go. PSA 10. There we go. That's 4 PSA 10s. Okay, this one, centering is not perfect. It's a little bit thicker on the top than the bottom. All the edges look good, except a very teensy little white speck on that bottom corner. They better not knock it down just because of that. Morty. This is from Lost Thunder. The centering looks pretty good. Very slightly thicker on this side. But to me, that looks like a 10. Okay, Gem Mint 10. this order is going to have me on the edge here with these cards. All right, that's good. All right, this card. Back is perfect. Centering, everything perfect. Fisherman. Centering on the front looks good too. This has to be a 10. It's from Hidden Fates. Okay, Gem Mint 10. Very good. Okay. And this one. It looks okay. I don't see like white. There's maybe a very small little white tip there. But, I mean, it's microscopic. Pokemon breeder. The centering looks good on the front. I would grade this a 10. All right, PSA 10. All right. So our 10s out of the first box, at least we're getting mostly 10s. So I'm going to switch over to box number 1. I'm going to try to do more than just one box per video on these because there's 7 boxes. I don't really want to break this up into 7 videos. Okay. Alright, next group here. Alright. Okay, so this card, yeah, I'm seeing this bottom corner down here is pretty bad. Some whitening. It is definitely thicker on top, and that corner up there looks a little funky. We got the Houndoom. Oh. You can tell the centering's pretty bad. Very thin on the bottom. But I mean, all the borders are a little bit thin. Yeah, I guess centering's not terrible, but it's definitely thinner on the bottom. So I'm gonna guess a 9. 8. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I was hoping for at least 9s on these full art cards. But definitely wasn't a 10. Alright, this one, I see a little bit of white on that corner. It's thicker over here than this side. Oh, Shaman. Yeah, you can also tell it's thicker over here than over there. Awesome looking card. These full art cards look great slab, by the way. And I know I pulled this out of the pack. I'm gonna say this is a 9 because of centering. Alright, got a PSA 9. Okay, so as long as the corners aren't too bad, they will give a 9 on it. Even if it's slightly off center. This one, there's definitely a pretty big white tip there, and there's one there. But the rest of it looks pretty decent. It is thicker on this side than over here. The Thunderous Roaring Skies. Front centering looks pretty decent. I'm gonna guess a 9. 8. They are not going to be generous with these cards at all. Alright, got an 8. That's weird. You hardly ever see the 9 pile being smaller than the 10s and the 8s. This is crazy. Okay, centering is very off on the back here. The edges look really good though in corners. Pidgeot EX. This is Evolutions. You can definitely tell much thinner over here. It might be an 8 if they're. It's actually cockeyed, like it's tilted this way. I could see this getting an 8. I don't think it can possibly be better than a 9 though. Oh, it got a 9. Well, the centering killed it from being a 10 then on that one. Okay, I'm gonna do one more and then we'll do another video. Do the rest, or do the next bunch on the next video. So we got a white tip down there, white tip there, a little whitening down that corner, so a lot of whitening on the back of this, and it's thicker on the top. Mewtwo EX. Yeah, you can definitely see it is thicker on the top. That combined with whitening, I'm guessing this grader gave this an 8. Yep, PSA 8. I guess that's a little more deserving than some of the other ones of getting an 8. Alright, so a scary start so far to this order. But we did get a nice fair share of 10s on the full art trainers. But getting a lot of 8s. Alright, stay tuned for more videos later. We'll do part 2 next.